Thank you very much, Mr. President. I would like to thank Deputy Special Coordinator Al-Akbarov and the Assistant Secretary General Musuya, as well as Ms. Inger Ashin, CEO of the Save the Children International, for the sobering and powerful briefings. Ms. Ilana Grzeski, we are always reminded of what you witnessed during the heinous attacks of the 7th of October, I can assure you. Mr. President, I wish to highlight the three following points today. First, the humanitarian situation in Gaza is catastrophic and must be urgently reversed. Hostages remain in Hamas captivity while famine now defines conditions on the ground. As the Secretary General has rightly stated, images of children suffering despite their innocence from acute malnutrition are harrowing. Greece, alongside its European partners, expressed its grave concern over the expansion of military operations in Gaza. This would only endanger the lives of civilians and hostages, exacerbate the humanitarian suffering, and lead to a large-scale displacement of Palestinians, with greater ramifications for regional stability. Medical personnel and journalists must be protected at all times, and incidents such as the strike on Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis, which killed civilians, medical staff, and journalists, must be thoroughly investigated. All the while, hostages continue to suffer at the hands of Hamas, as diplomatic efforts led by Egypt, Qatar, and the USA for a negotiated outcome continue. The testimonies of Mrs. Grzeski and the brother of Etar David, taken hostage by Hamas on 7th of October and held in atrocious conditions for nearly 2 years, as well as the recent appalling footage of the 2 Israeli hostages, remind us of the urgent need for the unconditional and immediate release of all hostages. Lifting the blockade to allow the flow of humanitarian aid is imperative. Greece recently conducted an airdrop of food supplies over Gaza in close cooperation with the EU and other regional partners, including Jordan. Similarly, the resumption of the Cyprus corridor, a critical component of the humanitarian pipeline, will hopefully expedite the delivery of aid into Gaza. Second, settlement expansion and settler violence in the West Bank further undermine prospects of peace. The recent announcements for the reconstruction of additional settlements in the E1 area in the West Bank undermine the prospects of a two-state solution and contravene Security Council resolutions and international law. We are equally strongly opposed to any attempts of forced displacement of the Palestinian population. Similarly, the escalation of settler violence, including against Christian communities, is alarming and must be addressed without any delay. Third, only a ceasefire and a political solution can end the spiral of violence. After 22 months of suffering, diplomacy must again take center stage. The ceasefire brokered at the beginning of this year showed that the bloodshed can end, that hostages can reunite with their loved ones, and that humanitarian aid can reach those in desperate need, when diplomacy prevails. A new durable and comprehensive ceasefire is more urgent than ever, while ensuring that Hamas would not have any government or security role in Gaza. The recent international conference on the implementation of the two-state solution, co-presided by France and Saudi Arabia in New York in the past month, demonstrated broad international resolve to secure peace and stability. We call on the parties to summon the political courage to move forward toward a viable two-state solution through the revitalization of the political process in line with the relevant Security Council resolutions. Mr. President, despite the bleak outlook, Greece remains steadfast in its commitment to peace and diplomacy. We will continue to work alongside the UN and international partners to support a just, lasting, and comprehensive solution to the conflict. I thank you.